Hello everyone, this is Orlando Ferrer, Product Specialist here at Informed Decisions. Today we're going to be doing a live demonstration of Signature Secure, the replacement for Check Secure. Here's how it goes. First of all, we're going to log in. You'll have your login screen, and in this installation we have 3 profiles that have been set up, the administrator and 2 additional users. Today we're going to log in as the administrator. Simply put in our password. And this is the Signature Secure environment. You'll see that we have a couple options available to us. First of all, let's add some printers to this environment that we'll be working with. Simply go to Add a Printer, select your printer, and add it on to the environment. A nice feature about Signature Secure is that you can add multiple printers to this environment. So you can actually send files and control these files from a centralized point. Now let's introduce our macro files to the environment. Simply select the Add Macro Files. We're going to introduce our 2 test files that we have available to us, and you notice this has an actual different macro ID number. We're going to change that. We're going to give it something slightly different so you see this functionality. We're going to confirm yes, and we're going to make these a permanent macro file. You'll see that this file has now been introduced to the Signature Secure environment, thus making it an encrypted file. So if you would actually look at this macro file, you would just see gobbledygook. Let's introduce a second file to this environment as well. And we'll again go in, select our macro file. We're going to change the macro ID, although you don't have to. We're just going to do that so you see this functionality. And here we are. So now we've actually introduced 2 different printers that we're going to be working with into the Signature Secure environment, as well as 2 additional macro files that are now encrypted in this environment. So let's assign these macro numbers to and files to the different printers. So let's take our HP 700. We'll introduce that first macro file into that environment. And let's take the second macro file and introduce it to our Toshiba printer. At this point, the setup is done for Signature Secure. So when it's time to actually print checks to a printer, select your printer, download the files to that printer, let the check run go through. Once the check run is completed, simply come back into Signature Secure and delete the files. At this point, the files are removed from the printer and your signature is no longer available at the printer level. Let me repeat that one more time. Select your printer, download the files to that printer. Now at this point, those macro files with the signature are available at the printer level for capturing by your check run that's coming from, let's say in this case, iChecks. Once completed with that check run, come back in and delete the files from that printer. Once done, you just simply exit. So I'm going to also show you one last thing here, which is coming in as a different user. In this case, let's come in as the second user, Mr. 2. We'll put in the secure password, come in, and here we are in our environment. So we can actually select our different printers that we want to work with and transmit the files to or delete from. In this case, let's just show that as well. We transmitted the files to the Toshiba eStudio, and now we've just deleted the files from the eStudio machine. It's that simple. In addition to this, we also have a journal option, so you can see activity on your Signature Secure software. As you see, we've done quite a bit today. Let's expand this out so we can actually see the data. And you'll see that this is organized by date, time, the login person who's actually done the work, what activity's been done, the printer involved, and the files involved. This is nice for auditors and people and controllers and people that have to keep track of activities when it comes to signatures. All your fast buttons are available as pull down options as well. And when you exit, it's as simple as hitting the exit button. Well, that's it. That's Signature Secure. If you want more information, please contact me here at Informed Decisions, and we'll give you more details, and we'll talk about pricing and anything else that you need. Thank you, and we'll talk soon.